Tuesday, November 4th, 2008 was an historic day in America. Oh, right, there was something about an election on TV. But real change came to our nation, more specifically to Tequesta, when the Corner Cafe became the Corner Cafe and Brewery.
The other one's a pumpkin beer.
But change never comes easily. Matt Webster's first pour was a long time coming, after nearly 2 years of planning and negotiating miles of red tape.
It was a lot of pain, a lot of agony, but right now it seems very worth it. Everything it's very satisfying to be able to push through and get it taken care of.
Delicious. Couldn't be better.
And on this Super Tuesday, Matt was proudly serving his brews of distinction to a thirsty electorate who voted them worthy of the title, Ales to the Chief.
Have you tried the dark one?
I had
The dark one is good.
And the names are great, too.
Julio's Hefeweizen Terminally Ale, Gnarly Barley, and Kaiser.
To back up a bit, Matt and his wife Erica were regulars at the Corner Cafe, and when he brought in some of his homebrew, an idea began fermenting.
I would actually give it to a few of the regular patrons that were in here, and everybody just kept saying, you know, this is a great marriage. Your great food, handcrafted gourmet food, and your handcrafted gourmet beer. Let's put them together and give it a shot.
Owners Jim and Lisa Hill have served up those gourmet meals to loyal customers going on 6 years now, and they agreed adding a brewery and bar could bring change for the better.
It's always been a very homey restaurant. A lot of people come in and say this feels like their second home to them, and I think it's going to be even more of that now with the bar here. We've always had beer and wine, but with the microbrews, it kind of adds another dimension.
And it all begins in the brewery with golden kernels of malted barley.
It's a very sweet smelling, if we had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to pick this up. It's just a great smell and great taste, and yeah, everything's fresh. This is my new baby, all fabricated and designed by me. It's basically just a large home brewing system on steroids. Here you got the hot liquor tank. This is where we just keep our hot water about 180 degrees for the sparge stuff. We put our grains and our mash water in here, mix everything together. This is the mash tun. It's got a false bottom in it. We hold this somewhere between 150 and 160 degrees, depending on the beer style that we're making. And once this sits in here kind of like a tea for an hour, then we take the hot water from the hot liquor tank and we actually sparge this. We rinse these grains now that these starches are converted to sugar, and we start to collect them over into the boil kettle. And then at certain points during the boil, we add hop additions for bitterness, aroma, flavor. When that's all done, we run it through a chill plate. We run hot beer through one side, ice water through the other side, and then we pump it over to the fermenters over here.
Back at the bar, everyone was enjoying the fruits of Matt's labor along with some really good-looking burgers and quesadilla. The election was merely an afterthought. The Corner Cafe and Brewery is looking forward to a brighter and more foamy future.
So I hope to keep our dinner business going and get more of the neighbors in here and get to meet more people from the area and just have fun.
Now that's the kind of change we can all believe in. I'm the beer guy, Dan Oliver, and I'll see you at the next Watering Hole! Woo! Woo! And that's golden.